I'm Robert Watts from Atlanta, Georgia. I'm retired. I was a college president during my career, and I'm an MFA student at Hollins this summer. I wrote a play in retirement. I tried to rekindle my interest in the theater, and after writing the play, I tried to figure out what to do with it, and so I joined the Dramatists Guild, and I contacted the regional representative of the Dramatists Guild, who happens to be an alumna, a very distinguished alumna of this program here, and she told me about her experience. She said it transformed her life, and that phrase really resonated with me because I was looking for something that would transform my life. I'm not sure I know what my expectations were because I'm so new at this kind of activity. I was hoping that it would be a place where I could learn because I only knew what I didn't know. I didn't know what I knew, but I knew what I didn't know. And I didn't know much about playwriting other than I like plays. I like going to see plays. I like reading plays. When I was studying English a long time ago, and I'm really interested in plays, but I don't know anything about playwriting. And I was hoping I could kind of learn here. And it was wonderful to be, especially I learned a lot myself, but it was wonderful to be in the company of people who were so passionate about playwriting and about plays, because that passion really comes through and it really inspires me to get more involved in that. I took 4 classes this summer. I took the lab class where they do readings and have guest speakers. And the guest speakers were on a variety of topics, and most were very interesting to me. The readings really helped me concentrate on structure, because what I realized when I got here was I was not very strong on dramatic structure. I re-looked at the submission I made as part of my writing sample, the initial play that I wrote, which was just a first draft, and boy, it really came home to me that it really lacked a decent structure. And so I paid real attention in the lab readings and the festival plays to structure. And I got a lot, especially the feedback that people gave to the playwrights about structure. I learned a lot about structure there. So I took the lab course, I took the course in narrative theory, where I'm on the 3rd draft of a play that will be submitted later this evening, I hope, before I go home tomorrow. And that has been a wonderful exercise for me too, because it's been structure oriented. And it's really forced me to think about structure and also to solve problems as we went along in the various drafts. I'm also taking dramaturgy, and that was a new experience for me because I'm not sure I could have defined dramaturgy before coming here, and I know a lot about dramaturgy now. And I have a very decent respect for dramaturgs, and that it was a blank spot in my education coming here, and that was really good for me. And then I took the script analysis course, and that was wonderful to plot out these various plays that we read, mostly modern plays. And I'm more familiar with the kind of classical plays, or the ones that are produced very, very often, and so this has been a good education for me. Do you know, I did not anticipate that, and I had only ever before done a little bit of high school acting, but that's a long time ago now, 50 years ago. But it was a wonderful opportunity for me not just to get up on the stage again and do a little bit of acting, although I wasn't very good at it, but to interact with the playwrights and the directors, because I learned about playwriting and directing from them, to see their process, what they were cutting, what they were putting in, that the draft went forward from one thing to another, and to talk to the directors too, to see how they position people in their craft for these productions. So it was not just learning about acting, which it was, but through the acting, I think I got to learn something else about playwriting and about staging plays that was important for me. Well, I'm a non-traditional student by age, and this has certainly been appropriate for me. There are other non-traditional students here, and everyone is very welcoming. There are students across the dimension of age here, so it's a very diverse crew. And so I don't think anybody should count him or herself out before exploring the program in more detail. I think it's a program for people who want to decide whether this is a direction they want to go, so people who are seeking knowledge, or for people who are seeking more knowledge, people who have some kind of grounding but need to get to that next level in their writing or in their thinking about drama. For me, it was a first level. But for others here who are really connected to the theater, it's more of a second level. And I think for both cases, it's a wonderful program. For me, this has been a magical summer.